in this video, we're going to learn about truth tables. So let's start. In the previous video, we learned an introduction to MS Access. In that, we learned how this database and types of data, graphical database and relational database, and we created one blank database and we created table by using templates. So here we'll learn in order to create a table, what are the things required, like for defining the field, what we have to mention, all this we learn, and primary key, how to use the primary key also we learn. So first, to store data in database, we are entering the information in the form of rows and columns. So rows, that's why we are telling it's a table. So as we are entering the information in rows and columns, so the arrangement of the information are in an organized way. So organized way means whenever you want, you can retrieve, whenever you can manipulate the data easily. So here in MS Access, maximum column you can include is 255 columns you can include, but the rows are unlimited. How much we want, we can enter the rows. So before creating a table, we need to know how many fields we are going to include and what type of data we are going to enter to that particular field. All these things we have to decide before. So that is called as we are going to define the structure of the table or schema of the table. So according to that, we are going to enter the data in that particular field. So as we learned what is a field in a previous class. A field means when we are entering the information about, let us name one particular entity. Only in the name field we are going to enter the name. We can't enter the phone number in the name field. That's why each field is unique. It consists of the information, and all the information in that field is similar. Should be similar. Not it will take all similar kind of information in the field. And when we are taking a single row that consists of many information means it is a combination of all the fields. So that is called a record. That's why the data is arranged in a rows and columns. So before going to enter information, as I told, the table we have to declare the table structure. We have to mention the table structure. So why we are entering the table structure? Because it will be easier for the database and as well as the user who is entering the information. In that particular field, they will enter, and we have to mention the field what type of data we are going to enter. So that is called as data types. So data types is basically used to declare the field in a table. So here what data type we are going to define or give, or we are going to give to that particular field, only same kind of data we can enter there. Let's take example. We have defined a field name as number. So only number integer value we can enter there. Not only integer, you can take decimal value, positive number, and negative number. Similarly, in the text field, you can enter the text, character as well as number also. So you can't enter in the number field one character. You can't enter that. That means it will show display error message. We are entering wrong data types. It will not allow us to enter. There are various data types available in Access. So let's discuss one by one. First one is the text, number, date and time, memo, auto number, yes or no, OLE, object, then hyperlink, then lookup wizard and attachment. So let's discuss first one, that is text. So text means when we are in a table or a field to enter the information which consists of both text as well as number. So, and it should not require any calculation because we are entering text, no need to do any calculations. Only we are going to do calculation on numeric field. That's why we can enter in the text. We can define the data type as text. So, example of the text data type means when we are entering the address or phone number or like any this one we are entering any department name, all these things or ID number. There you can use combination of characters and or text or numbers. And here the text can store up to 55 characters. Maximum number of characters is 55 characters. Next data type is number. Number means it will store all the numeric information which is basically used for calculation. The number type can store the integer value as well as decimal value. Integer value means like 55, 60, 100, 200, 300, decimal value like 35.7, 100.9, all this decimal as well as numeric value used. And here the maximum number of maximum number of field can be maximum number here the maximum size of field will be 16 bytes. More than that we can't enter the number into the field. Next one, another data type that is available in MS Access is date and time. So date and time basically used to store the information like date of birth, date of joining, or when one employee is leaving the organization, the time date of leaving also organization. And here the calculation related to date can done in this field. If you want, we can do any calculation in the field. And here the maximum size of this field is 8 bytes. And next one is memo. Memo means it will store the text and number. And the maximum character we can include in this field is 10,535. And it is basically used for descriptive when we are entering long information in that particular field that can be used. Next one is auto number. It will like if you are starting from the number in a table, there like roll number 101, then automatically it will display in a sequential manner whenever a new record is added to the table. So the value of auto number field can be changed, and the stored data it will store the data as 4 bytes value. And it will basically used in primary key. When we are mentioning any field as primary key, that time the auto number field will be. Next one is yes and no. It basically placed where the field have only one positive value. It can either be true or a false. So like when we are writing male or female, then married or unmarried, that type of field we can use yes and no. Next one is OLE. It is very important. It is basically used to embed an object created in another application. Like when we are using MS Word document or MS Excel or spreadsheet or PowerPoint presentation to access table. When we are linking both another application to access database, that time we can use OLE. Here it can store maximum 2 GB of data. Next is hyperlink. Hyperlink is basically used to store the link to the web pages. When we are using web pages, when we are creating new web pages, so many links are there. Links means like a blue color line underline line. By clicking on that one, it will redirect to another page. So that is called hyperlink. So by using hyperlink, we can store the data to the web pages, website, or any files to internet or LAN site, right, on our computer. Next one is it can store the hyperlink can store up to 1 GB of data. Lookup widget helps us to create a field where value can change from the value in another table. So query to the list of values. By default access lookup field to the number data types. By default to the number data types. Next one is attachment. MS Access. Already you know that when you are attaching the image or spreadsheet file or document or chart, that time we will support this record in the database by using attachment. We can it will be like a pin structure, paper pin. So by clicking on that one, you can attach to the part of the file you are emailing. So now we'll create a table in the design view. Let's start. First, click here, access. We click on blank database. Here we'll click on create. So this is our menu bar, and it all the default, there are many groups on the table one. So here by default we'll create a table, name a table 1, and here by default ID will be as primary key, and here it will be click to add. That means we can if you want you can add more field by clicking it. So now we'll use design view to create and modify the access table. So for that we will go to file menu, file button. For that we have to click on home button, then we'll click on view, this view, and we'll click on design view. So now it will ask us the table name is table 1. If you want you can give any other name. Let's take we'll give here. Then after clicking on OK, it will ask ID is by default as primary key. If you want you can change the ID name here. So here in the save as dialog box will appear. And then here a blank table will appear in the design view, displaying the column name as a field name. This column name is field name, and it will ask us the data type of the field name. So ID is a primary key, and it is given here auto number. What we have discussed before, the data type auto number. So here we discuss auto number. It will take 4 bytes. So ID is a primary key. Basically, auto number is used for primary key. So if you want, you can change any data types are available. Whatever you want, you can change it. But let it be auto number. So next one is the access automatically create the primary key sign for ID. Let's say will not give your ID. We'll give this one as roll number. Next, after this auto number is mentioned, next we'll press description. If you want, you can give any information in the description field. This is the optional. If you want, you can give. Don't also fine. Next, we'll go to next record. Let's take in the roll number 1. Then we'll write the student name. Student underscore name. And the student name, the field name should be a text. Let's say short text or long text, whatever you want to do. Let's take short text. We'll take. Next description field also is optional. We go to next field. This one we are setting the property. So here we create a table in the design view, which one we have done already, and now we are setting the information to that particular table. So we set the field property. So we are setting now next field is student name, girl, or student father's name, or we can write the school, this one class. Class will be a number you can give, or text also in combination of number and text. Let text is fine. This is also fine. We will do next one. That is age. The age of the student. Age will be number. So we'll give it as number. Even in class also, if you want to give it number. After that, we'll write the for the marks. marks in all subjects. So marks will be a number. And the date of birth if you want. Date of birth. In date of birth will be date and time. Next. So this many columns we have done. So next we will write date of birth. So now we set the properties. So select the general tab in the field property area. So by default, see here, it's given when we are entering the information to the field. The data type we are mentioning here. Now in the general option, in lookup feature, as I told you, lookup feature helps us to fill the data from the value in another field. But here we are taking the information for the same field, that's why only general we take. And for each field, if you want, you can change the default value is given here 0. If you want, you can give any value here. By default 1 or default 1. It will take default value 21. So like this you can set the field property. And next one is here I already told you when you are defining a field in a table, we have to mention the primary key. So here we'll discuss what is a primary key. So in database, primary key is very important when we are linking between two tables. So that time each table should be uniquely defined. Otherwise, there is a chance of duplicate record. It will create a situation like primary key is the standard feature of all database management system. The primary key is a sort of check on the table that every record in the table should be uniquely different. That means it should not contain any duplicate data or record. So as it is uniquely defined each record, so there is very less chance that the duplicative data. By using primary key, you can link between two or more tables in the database in different tables. So here we'll see in this database by default access to roll number as primary key. But if you want, you can change this primary key and you can make any field as its primary key. So let's take as class into primary key. Click here, right click in the context menu, click primary and see the primary key is changed to class. So after that, you can save the file, save as. And it will tell us to save the file where you want to save the database as. All the object must be okay. We want to save the changes to the table. Now our database is full. We are entering one. It will show this is called as our all default value. This each particular data view can go to one view to begin with in which one change the value. But in the directory only in the file. And enter the records. So here we will write here auto numbers. No need to give number there. Student name take the class is then marks 80 with the first then next will put the next one. See automatically it is taken field only right plus 80 so left then like that every second the report the database. One of the is stored in information already. So we now next class next we learn how to add new field to the table and how to delete table and move field from one table to another table and we will see it again.